How Sedinam Tamaklo betrayed Ghana? Who is Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu? Very pretty lady, young by all standards. She studied pharmacy. She became a pharmacist. She flew all the way to England, worked in England. She was so brilliant while she was working there. Pharmacy here, pharmacy there, pharmacy everywhere. She gained a lot of attention in the UK via her work. She achieved a lot via her pharmacy work. And at a point she told herself, England is not for me. Let me go home and serve my people. And when she arrived here, she was so instrumental in the pharmacy business in Ghana. She worked with the Ghana Pharmacy Association and beyond. She was the originator of pill box. This woman here was so instrumental in reshaping the face of the pharmacy industry right here in Ghana. Then she got an appointment to leave out all the pharmacy she was doing and go and become the boss of Maslock. And when we talk about Maslock, what are we talking about? Small scale, medium scale, money given to small businesses, medium businesses, and all that to help these businesses grow. She became corrupt. When they are abroad, the systems work, so they work well. But when they come home, there's a lot of temptation to steal, and a lot of them end up as thieves, like this she thief. She stole money. She and her boss came together and stole so much money from this nation. She was arraigned before court, convicted of the crime, and she was slapped with 10 solid years of jail term. Former Maslock CEO Sedinam Tamaklo sentenced to 10 years imprisonment with hard labor for causing financial loss to the state. And then at a point, she said, oh, she wasn't feeling so well. So the courts should allow her to go out there and seek treatment. Her party, the NDC, was in power when she became the Maslock boss. All the wonderful hospitals that Mahama and the NDC built via the monies of the people of Ghana were not good enough to treat her of whatever disease or sickness she had. And the courts decided to allow her to go. Under the watch of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, she flew out of the nation. The moment she sat in the plane, and the plane took off, breaking into the clouds before reaching the ultimate flying altitude, she said, akpenamao, nyekpelenyamao. The plane tore the skies and arrived in America. When she touched the American tarmac at the JFK, she kissed the ground and said, I am gone. And true to her words, she decided to be a fugitive in America. We tried to bring her home to serve the 10 years sentence that she had been slapped with. And it became a very big issue before Ken Ofori-Attah's issue came into being. This is the woman. What exactly did she do? Ghana Web chronicled everything. The sins of ex-Maslock boss Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu. Now the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, while answering questions in Parliament on Tuesday, November 18, 2025, that's only yesterday, disclosed that the extradition process to get former Chief Executive Officer of Maslock Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu back to Ghana is at an advanced stage. Dr. Ayine expressed optimism that Sedinam Tamaklo, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison, will be brought back to the country to serve her jail term. Now, the former Maslock boss was tried in absentia and jailed in April 2024. Together with Daniel Axim, a former chief operating officer of Maslock, who was sentenced to 5 years in prison with hard labor for causing financial loss of 90 million Ghana cedis to the state. Now, the former Maslock boss's woes began in 2017. After an investigation by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, showed fraudulent disbursements of funds during her tenure. And this 2017, after Nanado just came into power. She was accused of embezzling 3.19 million Ghana cedis during her tenure at Maslock and causing a deliberate financial loss of 1.97 million to the state. She was also accused of making unauthorized commitments, resulting in financial obligations totaling 61.74 million Ghana cedis for the government. And here is the breakdown of all the money she was accused of stealing or misappropriating. 1. Appropriating 500,000 Ghana cedis of Maslock funds for personal use after it was returned from a private microfinance company or Baltimpa Microfinance Company Limited. 2. Withdrawing 1.816. That's 1.8 million plus in tranches after the Maslock board approved 1.7 plus of Maslock funds for a country-wide sensitization. Out of the 1.8 for the sensitization program, only 1.3 was spent on refreshments for some beneficiaries in the Volta, Greater Accra, and Bono Ahafo regions, with no program taking place in the other regions. 4. Appropriating only 579,800 out of the sum of 1.4 million plus meant for the victims of the Kantamanto Market fire disaster in 2013. So she took about 60% of the money that was meant for the Kantamanto Market people, pocketed it, and when then the cameras were all over, she gave just about 40% to the people and spent the rest of the money. Sedinam Tamaklo pocketed 70 million Ghana cedis meant for traders who were victims of Kantamanto fire in 2013. What wickedness. People lost their property. They lost their livelihoods. Government money, emergency fund, via Maslock was supposed to be given to these people. She went and gave peanuts to them. Oh, we'll come again, and took the rest of the money away. Only God knows how many died because they couldn't afford healthcare. They couldn't even afford food. This wicked she-devil. My brother, my sister, the NDC trusted her so much. She was active in the UK as a pharmacist. She came to Ghana, started it. Oh, she's so brilliant. She can handle this. She has a passion for healthcare and also for emergency services. They put her there. And this is how she paid us. My brother, my sister. But would she be returning to Ghana? Come here. If you ask me, I'll tell you it's very difficult. From June 2024, the former Attorney General under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This guy here tried so hard to have her extradited into the country. The American people have been studying the documents from that time till now. They are not in a hurry to release her. It's sad. Yet when it comes to us, when somebody even steals one car, we are so quick at releasing the person. Maybe the speed with which we release our criminals would encourage the American people to release their criminals too to us. Our criminals who have gone to be with them. It's sad the way people steal from us, and the safest haven for them is in those countries that claim ownership of democracy, honesty, and what have you. It's a shame when you hear them talk about honesty, accountability, probity, and they are keeping these thieves with them. It's so sad. Today the NDC is in power. Sedinam is not even safe. She doesn't want to come. She has betrayed Ghana, betrayed her own party, the NDC, and at the same time, she has betrayed every individual in this country. Would she ever return? Are we going to succeed in having her come back? Or is yet another charade? I spoke with the Attorney General, and he told me, Black Rasta, we are doing all we can. Right now, it's out of our hands. We are just waiting for the American people to respond. We have furnished them with every little thing. This lady here was standing trial. And before the trial could end, she feigned sickness, ran out of the nation, went to America, and she was trialed. They completed the trial in absentia and found her guilty, slapped 10 years on her head. She laughed because she's not there, she's not returning. The moment she left, she knew she wasn't coming back. She knew that she would go to jail. And the government still sat down and watched this woman leave the country. The same way we watched, I'm borrowing the words of the special prosecutor, Ken Oforiatta, walk out of this country because we're powerless. This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonomo. Come here, where we speak truth to power.